How you doing? This is Todd Smith. I'm back with another video. In this video, I'm going to talk about the future of my studio and where I'm going to be going with it. In a previous video, I talked about my new setup and the pieces that I've slimmed down, and I showed you my new setup and what I plan to do with what I have and when I'm going to introduce my new pieces, or I shouldn't say the new pieces, but my vintage keyboards. But I want to talk a little bit on how I plan to expand past this in the future.
Out of everything I own, the Elektron Digitakt has the most expansion that needs to be filled. With 8 MIDI tracks, I was starting to fill it up with boutiques and smaller synths, but realized that is not the direction I really want to go. Rather than fill up with smaller synthesizers, I'm thinking of getting one bigger sound module that has multiple MIDI channels, so I don't have tons and tons of small synths to deal with, and I just have one bigger, hefty synth. I'm thinking something like the Virus or something of that level. I'd really like at least 8 MIDI channels in one device, so I can pump all 8 MIDI channels from this device without having multiple small little mini synths to chain. The idea of chaining 8 MIDI synths to fill this started to feel unappealing to me after a while. So that's why I kind of got rid of some of my smaller synths, and I will now be looking into a bigger, more synth module. I also need to invest in a few keyboard stands. They need to be a little bit more heavy duty than the one I have now, because this Novation Impulse is very, very light. And this bracket needs to be able to support my vintage keyboards over here, which carry a little bit more weight, and my brackets on this would not be able to support them. So I need to invest in some little bit more heavy duty stands to bring my vintage keyboards into the setup. And then some soundproofing and some padding for my room and walls would be great.
Those are the improvements I'd love to do in the near future. I love my setup as of right now, and I'm going to continue to push it, but I just figured I'd share what I'm going to try to expand within the 6 months to a year time. I'm not going to be dashing ahead with a bunch of gear because I really love, again, what I got, and I just want to expand upon it slowly. As always, thank you for the support, guys. It means the world. Until next time, stay positive, stay creative, support each other.